Hey, good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. I feel good having you here, especially when I want to talk about something, when I want to think out loud. You give me the space. Welcome to yet another show. My name is Claith Chathaire, and I really want us to talk, yeah? Njoo tuongee. Everybody else talks about etiquette, right? Don't talk this way, don't sit this way, don't stand that way, don't slouch, don't... Everything about etiquette, I think we've already heard. Hold your glass like this. Drink with your glass like that. I know a few of you might be wondering what is in my glass exactly, but it is it's kombucha. If you know about kombucha, then you know what's inside. Story of another day. So, you know, everybody will tell you when it comes to the basic etiquette that you should know, table manners, is how to hold your glass. You should be able to be flexible with a glass. You should be able to hold the stand so that you can be able to talk in public, to talk with people, express yourself. You know, you're supposed to take control of the glass, not the glass taking control of you. Also, yet another thing, if you realize that you're probably having your wine, you're having your frosé, you're having your red wine for this kind of glass, probably if it's this much or even this much that is in the glass, if you're not able to hold your glass or take control of your glass as you speak or even as you express yourself, especially like at a brunch where you're standing or like, you know, cocktails, if you're not able to hold your glass with this kind of skill, then your drink is too much. It should be a little bit that much. Of course, more yet with basic etiquette when it comes to a saucer, a cup and a saucer, everybody else is going to tell you, you are the one in charge of the cup and the saucer. It should not be down, it should be close to you. And you're the one who directs. Even when you're talking, you're among people, you're expressing yourself. Same thing like you're standing, or more so even when you're talking, just like now. And you should always carry your saucer with you and then pick up your cup and have your tea, correct? Put back your cup and place it gently. Everybody will remind you, make sure it doesn't make any noise. Make sure when you're stirring, you keep it at the back of your mind that you're having control over it. And that means you have the momentum to hold it. It's not going to trip over, right? But everybody else has forgotten completely to remind us about basic etiquette, all right? Everybody talks about be kind, everybody talks about be polite, etc. But one of the most important basic etiquette that anybody should have is when in an activity, yeah? When in action. What do I mean? I'm talking about professionalism. When we talk about a profession, of course, it's what somebody is doing for money. But the profession that you're doing at that is the activity, right? At the end of the day, your professionalism is more or is more fetched to the skill that you're good at. He's so professional, right? She's so professional. Oh, I like talking to that lady. She does well her work. She's very professional. Now, in most cases, we forget that even if it's one person at the end, let's imagine probably a seller, and they are selling to a buyer. He is the one who goes down and is trying so hard to be very professional with you. Oh, please buy. Oh, please, this item works like this. This is how good it is. This is the guarantee. This is the warranty, etc. But on the other side where you are receiving, we both should be professional. Now, it is very important, especially for my kind of work. You know what we do? I work with Get Quick International, and ever since COVID happened, as you know, so many people have not been traveling. There is an activity of Get Quick Caribbean tours, Get Quick from Dubai, Get Quick Real Estate, to mention but a few. So now, sometimes people are going to contact me, right? And they say, oh, Claith, I would like to ship, maybe I would like to ship 1 kilogram of sugar. How much will it cost? Then I tell you it will cost you this much and we shall charge you this amount for shipping. Okay, all good, fine. But it is important for both you and I to have a certain level of professionalism with Number one, the research. It doesn't even have to be about the kind of work that I'm doing. You're probably going to a restaurant. Make some research. What time does this restaurant open? How long is it open? What kind of food do they serve? Who is their chef? You know, make some research. Probably you want to start up a course. What kind of course do you want? How long will it take you? How much money do you need to pay? etc. Now, where I say we both need to be professional in one way or another in everything that we are doing. So here comes a buyer who is going to tell you, okay, so the item has reached, and you tell the client, okay, so your kilogram of sugar is say maybe 1.5 kgs. Huh? 1.5 kgs? How is a kilogram of sugar 1.5 kgs? You have not made research. Will the kilogram of sugar fly to you? No, the kilogram of sugar is not going to fly to you. Fine, the kilogram has arrived. Did it just arrive as it's supposed to be, the sugar? Of course, it has to be very well packaged, put in a box, and then shipped. Now, somebody may say, just for a kilogram of sugar, you're going to charge me taxes? Honey, when you are doing your research about logistics, it's very important for you to find out, okay, this cargo is going to be loaded. How will it be loaded? You know, basic etiquette for you to educate yourself, know more of what you're getting yourself into. Now, for me, I also call it etiquette when you're dealing with your friends, and say, I wouldn't call it not being honest, because sometimes you're probably in a rush, right? Or maybe a friend of yours is bothering you, calling you over and over again. You probably agreed to meet, say, at 2 p.m. and then it's 2 p.m. and you're not there. So this friend is calling you over and over again. Clive, I'm trying to call you. Where are you? Where are you? So you pick up your phone and say, I can see you. I can see you. I'm there. Or even one that is most common. You say, I'm currently in a taxi. I'm coming to you. You're not in a taxi. You're probably at home still dressing up. That is not etiquette. What happens if you let me stay there waiting for you? Probably the things that I want to do, I'm not going to be able to do them because I'm waiting for you. Still, if you tell me, I will organize myself. I say, okay, so Claire is still at home. We're supposed to meet at 2, but by 2 she's still at home. So how many minutes should I give you? Probably you say 30 minutes. You never know, in 30 minutes I need to probably deposit a check. So I could go downstairs or next building where we're supposed to go and deposit a check, as opposed to me standing in one area and waiting for you. In my mind, I knew we are meeting up at 2:30 rather at 2. Now you've said 2:30. Oh, so I need to adjust. But if you don't tell me, how will I know? I really feel like since everything has advanced, even the levels of etiquette, everyone will say etiquette is like this, etiquette is like that, but basic etiquette is even about communication. You know, when you don't have basic etiquette, what happens? You may even cause the downfall of a company. You may even cause the downfall of a marriage. You can even cause the downfall of a relationship. I was seated with my friend earlier on and I was telling him, see, this is what happens. You know, everything you need to analyze. That is also etiquette. You need to analyze and say, okay, I saw so-and-so, so-and-so's girlfriend or so-and-so's boyfriend. I saw Paul's girlfriend standing with Ben. Or maybe it's another male. Who is that male? Okay, think about it and say, maybe is this information important for me to pass on to Paul? Or maybe it's not. Because at the end of the day, if you don't analyze your communication, you're going to blunder. You'll probably break up these people. I even talked about a company. Like you can completely shut down a company. Probably you have shopped with a company 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times. And then on the 11th time, because now you've become a loyal client and you're fully paying well, etc. So the seller calls you and they ask you, hey, are you sure I should purchase this because you've only sent me half of the money? You say, no, it's okay. It's no problem. I will send you the rest of the money. Please, go ahead. Send it off. Okay. So you communicate to the person and tell them hello, especially in my kind of work. You communicate to the person and tell them hello. So I have bought the item. The person says, okay. So you're just giving them analysis. You should know that you should send the money. Okay. Hey, so I bought the item. Oh, okay, okay. Hey, so we've just loaded the dispatch. Ah, okay, okay. The consignment is now on its way. Ah, okay, okay. Now the cargo is at customs. Ah, okay, okay. Finally, when the container arrives, let's imagine it's a consolidated shipment. Everybody else is waiting for one company to come and take out their things, or one company to finish up their payment, so that you can be able to for the rest of the clients to have their items. What have you done? Because of your lack of etiquette in that department, you are not being truthful. You're not telling somebody, you know what, this is what has happened. You've probably worked with these people 1 or 2 times before. Give me some time. Honesty is on a total different level. But when it comes to buying and selling, this is not only on the selling side. You know, sometimes clients may feel like they are doing you a great favor. They are giving you business. To be honest, sometimes there is no business at all. If you're in that department, you know exactly what I'm talking about. A client asks you, please bake for me cake of this much. You tell them, but you want me to bake for you a cake of, let's say, $100, but you're only paying $50. Say, no, I know you can do it. Please fit into my budget. They squeeze you and squeeze you and squeeze you. Of course, you're not going to put as much ingredients that you put in a $50 cake for a $100 cake, right? You deliver it to the client. The client will take a picture. What I ordered for, what I received. Honey, the picture you're showing what I ordered for is the one for $100. What you received is the one for $50. That plain and simple. That's how it works. Because there is no seller, there is no one who is in business at the end of the day that does not want to stay in business. How do you stay in business? With consistency. You're very consistent with your clients. You grow with your client. If you have told me, let me fit in your budget for $50, please do not compare it to $100. No, 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 no. Because so many people right now, the kind of businesses we're doing, you find yourself having to dig more into the client's pocket to fit into what they have, as opposed to what you're actually selling. Why? Because sometimes you look at a referral, or sometimes you look at maybe still getting that little money, or even still sometimes you're looking at even you practicing your skill more, so you're willing to grow with a client. I believe it's basic etiquette for a client and a buyer to both know their ends. Yeah? I mean, nobody really wants to put it out there, but I do. I really want to put it out there. I really want to put it out there that when a seller has gone ahead and told you, this is the item, this is the original product, this is the duplicate product, and you say, I want the duplicate product, please, buyer, keep it in mind that you chose the duplicate product. You did not choose the original product. When it comes to etiquette in business, oh my God, I could go on and on and on. But between a buyer and a seller, I urge you to do 3 things. Number 1, make research. Make research of the company, make research of the product, make research of the value. Weigh out and say, if I go for $50, what is the difference between $50 and $100? Is it worth me to cut down the $50 and get less of the $100? Value. You also value the product that you are getting. Also go ahead still and value their time. For as much as I may be doing for you a service that is of $50, yet I was selling the service at $100, trust me, I need to put in the same energy. I need to put in the same energy. This is basic etiquette in business. We both need to know business is not on one end. In order for there to be business, there should be a buyer and a seller. Leave alone these other suppliers and all this. No, 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 no. The major business happens between the buyer and the seller. Also still, you need to give the product, the seller's product, value. How is the packaging? What is the quantity? What is the quality? What is the weight? All this should be put in place. I know it is important for everybody to know basic etiquette in living, basic etiquette when you're going for a date. How should you dress up? What should you wear? What shouldn't you eat? How should you eat? let's not forget that on a day-to-day, we are doing business. You wake up in the morning, you're buying airtime, that's business. You wake up in the morning, you're cooking, that's business. You're buying something and selling, as long as that transaction in between is there. Let's have some basic etiquette, okay? It was really nice talking to you. And like I keep telling you, this gives me a chance for me to vent and talk and be myself, and also hear your suggestions and comments. So go ahead in the comment section, give me your comments, give me your thumbs up, subscribe, ebyo byona. Until next time, kwaheri.